Hello and welcome back to Code 60 Plays. I'm Alex, and today we're doing more teacher-related stuff in Pokemon Violet. You may notice this is going up on a Friday rather than Thursday, and Vet Prime went the 14th part for Prime went up yesterday. That is because my work ended up going longer because of issues with the surrounding the client, so it got pushed back a day, and I ended up not having time to record this because I did not prep that far ahead. So yeah, that's why this is today rather than yesterday. But anyways, let's get to it. We have teachers to talk to, so let's get the teachers started. First with Miss Ryford. The time has come. The cursed treasures, the 4 Pokemon of Ruin. They exist. And I stumbled upon the truth in the newspaper of all places. In an interview piece with a carpenter, no less. The Pokemon wheelers apparently use sacred stakes to seal these treasures of ruin in shrines. There is a separate shrine for each of the 4, and 8 stakes driven into the ground in the areas surrounding each shrine to keep the power of ruin at bay. Okay. In other words, if all of the stakes for a given shrine were to be removed, it would release the Pokemon held inside. Don't you think it would be nice to free those Pokemon from the confines of their tiny little shrines? Yes. And, of course, it dies again. Pop. A kind soul, I see. You are proving truly useful. According to a descendant of the Pokemon wielders in the story, you must have a bond with Pokemon in order to remove the stakes. Sure, someone as Pokemon savvy as yourself would have no trouble at all with that. You can choose for yourself whether to believe me or not, but I will mark the locations of these shrines on your map. I'd rather go myself, of course, but skipping out on my classes to go adventuring seems to have made the director a little suspicious of me. You can think of it as part of your treasure hunt. Treasures of ruin are still treasures, after all. Hope you will investigate these shrines if you are at all inclined to do so. Okay. That is not the map. Okay. Here's the Grass Wither Shrine, which I can fly Oh. That's been completed. Ground Blight, and then I assume Ice Blight, or Fire Scourge is up here. I have to deal with him first. Okay. Good to know. Okay, that was our first one. I am not even... Apparently, I still have to talk to Miss Ryport. Did you find any of the treasures of ruin? Yes, I have. Oh, you caught Chenpao, the Sword of Ruin. How interesting. I simply cannot keep my curiosity under control. So the sword's blade and hilt form the Pokemon's left and right fangs. Wonder if the sword broke when it became a Pokemon, or perhaps it was always that way. No, wait, I cannot imagine the king wanting to buy a broken sword. Maybe it was some sort of weapon that was meant to be used in this broken state. This mystery grows ever deeper. My thirst for knowledge is slowly being quenched. Seeing part of history with my own eyes fills me with joy. I thank you. Okay. Apparently, the webcam does not want to work today. I'll just leave that off. Please come back and report to me again if you find more of the treasures of ruin. Okay. So she'll be here until you see all the ones, similar to Jock in the biology lab. That's it. That's interesting. I think this is my first time being in this portion of the school. Oh, soon, new kid. You here to do a little shopping? Yep, I came to shop. The school store is a nice place. They've got everything you need right here. I'm here to check out the sandwiches they've got for sale. The school store's sandwiches taste great and have excellent nutritional balance too. What happened to your intensive training? I guess I'm just not used to it yet. All that training kind of wore me out. I achieved my goal anyway, so I'm going to take a break from sandwich making for a bit. Oh, right. I didn't tell you what my goal was. Wanted to pay Nurse Miriam back for everything she does for me. My way of saying thanks. She's so nice and so skilled at what she does, I really look up to her. I wanted to try sandwich making so I could be skilled at doing something for other people like she is. But I guess I just wasn't cut out for it. What I'm cut out for, though, is being full of energy, so I decided to focus on that instead. Like I said in class, I think people and Pokemon should make their strong points stronger. You really helped me out, new kid. Take this as my way of saying thanks. 10 bottles of protein! Alright then. What should I go with today to get my protein in? Cool. I assume... Okay, no. I think I've started every stake area. I know I've started, obviously, the stake area to the southeast. Northwest and northeast I don't have any for. Well, northwest I might have one. Why, hello there. You always seem to appear at the most crucial of moments. Is something going on? Well, you see... Master Hassel, I'm here to collect you. So, I see. Glad that you finally made up your mind about taking a place as leader of the family. Well, it is indeed true that I've made up my mind. I have made up my mind to continue teaching here at the academy. How could you? Are you saying you don't care what happens to our proud lineage? I'm saying that I have other priorities. Have a look around at the art decorated in this room, would you? Children here are laying their senses, their perceptiveness grow freely. I do not wish to say that protecting our family's ancient bloodline is of no importance. I simply wish to see young talent blossom and grow into the future. Seems so much more fun to me if I'm being honest. What other nonsense. And yet, your fearless, unflinching commitment to that nonsensical vision proves that you're worthy of carrying the will of the dragons, Master Hassel. I will not give up. I will come as many times as I need to in order to change your mind. Oh, by all means, my door is open. Think you'll soon find you've met your match in stubbornness. You thought I could be cowed by some story spun about my father's deteriorating health? I am not so easily fooled. I will return another day. I'm sorry you had to see all of that. I was so very close to resigning a post as teacher and returning to my home. But the students here gave me courage to say no. That includes you. Your words truly brought me strength. That's great. I cannot think of a way I can possibly repay my debt to you young ones. Take this, if you will, insufficient as it may be in expressing the full breadth of my gratitude. 5 Dragon Terra Shards. That will allow you to immediately change a Pokemon to a Terra type at the Treasure Tree. I, Hassel, will continue on my chosen path as instructor to the youths of our world. Okay. So, Guro and the, is next in the home ec room. Loading. About the matter which I need your help. I have discovered the name of the incredibly sweet condiment. It is called Sweet Herba Mystica. If you should find it during the course of your treasure hunt, I would be grateful if you would share some with me. Have you anything to report about the Sweet Herba Mystica? Yeah, sure. Oh, I don't have any. I assume I have to do that later. Guess this is not the last of it. My dear, Palmy here is as healthy as can be. Well, it seems being quiet is simply a part of this one's personality, but it's hard for a Pokemon to communicate with its foes without speaking up. As you know, wild Pokemon use their cries to tell each other all sorts of things like the location of food or whether there are predators nearby. So even if I were to release it back into the wild, I'm afraid that it may not be able to do those sorts of things. What do you think? Where does Palmy belong? With you, Mr. Salvatore. Oh, I didn't expect to hear mon nom, my name. So you think it should stay here with me? I was so focused on getting it back in good health so that it could return to the wild that I didn't even consider that possibility. What do you think about that idea, my little Palmy friend? What? It spoke. It spoke at last. Even without speaking Pokemon language myself, I know that reply means yes. Oh, my dear student, mercy so very, very much for all your help with Palmy. All the more reason you should have this. Here, a rare Pokemon for you to raise. You received a Meowth from Mr. Salvatore. I'm so happy. Yes, I, Salvatore, will take it upon myself to look after Palmy for good. I will indeed. You have formed a close bond with Mr. Salvatore. Okay, so yeah, I was correct on how Rhyfort's exclamation point works. Okay. There she is. There's Miss Time. Help me keep an eye out, would you? I've set up a little ambush here for that girl who keeps watching me. She will be here any second. Why? Well, you see, it's not very pleasant knowing she's just been staring at me all the time. I know. Now I know what she looks like after seeing her in the cafeteria. Ah. It's you, isn't it? You're the one who's been secretly watching me recently. Time, how do you know I guess you must have noticed me. I'm so sorry. Well, of course I noticed. You were watching me practically all day, every day, after all. I assume there's something you want to ask me. Yes, I do. I'm a huge fan of yours, since your time as a gym leader, and I love rock-type moves so very much. Oh my. But you just suddenly retired from your post as gym leader a year and a half ago. Why'd you quit? My goodness, is that all you wanted to ask? Yes, your reason for retiring was never made public. But it's well known among the students here that you just avoid the question anytime it's asked. Thought it would be rude to ask you a question that you don't want to answer, so I just couldn't find the courage to ask. So that's why your gaze felt so very intense. I see, give me. So very intense? Ah, never mind that. As for the reason I quit my job as gym leader, I simply wanted to focus more on my job as a teacher. Not like I disliked being a gym leader or anything of that sort. Quite the contrary. Talking about the gym fills me with feelings of nostalgia and sadness. That's why I always avoid answering the question when students ask. Oh, I see. Do you have any plans of becoming a gym leader again? No, I'm afraid I don't plan to do so. My sister is doing a splendid job as gym leader in my stead. I personally find being a teacher most enjoyable these days. But since I am, in fact, your teacher, I would appreciate it if you would call me Miss Time as students do and not just Time. Okay. I'm sad to hear that, but I understand. Thank you so much, Miss Time. Well, I suppose that solves the mystery. Ah. So, originally it was a rock-type gym and not a ghost-type gym. Interesting. Oh, that made me so nervous. I said so many things to try and sound cool. I was certainly a little scared when I felt the girl's intense gaze on me. But having you here with me allowed me to do what needed to be done to face what turned out to be one of my biggest fans. I must thank you for always showing up at just the right time. Allow me to show you my appreciation a little. I hope these help on your adventure. 50 rock Terra shards. Okay, I can make a rock type Terra Pokemon. I don't know what Pokemon would be best for that, though. But with that being said, the last four require different requirements for their final thing. Rhyfort requires the other three of the Shrine Pokemon active. Seguro, I don't think I can do until post-game, because you require a Herba Mystica, which I don't think respawns until post-game. Miriam has an extra requirement to unlock, which is proceeding through the treasure hunt, as well as Clavel also has a similar one. So we'll be waiting on those for a bit. But the next time we meet, maybe another recording session, and we'll probably record a session rather than a live stream, just because I've been busy. But I think that might be better for what I am going to do, which is just going around and hitting the stakes for the other remaining two remaining shrines that are not within a push zone, essentially. Well, I think one's technically in a push zone, so I'd have to... And by doing so, I'd also level some Pokemon as well, so it works out all around for that, so I'll be doing that. Speaking of, I should start talking about this now. Now that I can officially say recording for Prime Remastered is done. Once that final part goes up, I'll be swapping to Minecraft parts again for a chunk of the summer, with splitting up with some of the live stream VODs that I have recorded or already done that I wish to upload to this channel. But I figured I'd let everyone know that Minecraft will be coming back shortly for the 1.19 Java world. So I hope everyone will enjoy that. I mean, I probably would be able to update to 1.20 or 1.2. because, well, 1.20 or 21 at this point. It's been so long since I've actually touched Minecraft, but because I only have visited only a couple chunks, I think if I were to load any new chunks, it would probably just update. Not sure on that though. I can't confirm that, but it'll most likely be that old 1.19 world, and it'll just be some fun. But anyway, that is going to be it for this. At least for now, the last of the teacher in class parts. So I hope you enjoyed that. And as mentioned, next time we meet for Pokemon Violet, it will be the southeast area around the Grass Wither Shrine Stakes as well. Remaining Grass Wither Shrine Stake, because I've already gotten the one that's at right here. So this area is going to be explored to its fullest. So, well, as much as I can without having to beat a Titan. But anyway, that is for next time. So thank you all so very much for watching and stopping by. Hope you enjoyed, and I shall see you all next time. Bye!